Okay, so this is the next question. In a walkathon, A, B and C are three participants among several other participants. After covering some distance, they were feeling tired and had to cover a distance of 25 kilometers. So they need to cover a 25 kilometer more distance, right? At that time, one motorist was passing by, so they decided to take his help to reach the finishing point of the walkathon. The motorist agreed to drop them to the finishing point one by one. He started with A but dropped him some distance away from the finishing point. He started to drive to pick B. After dropping B some distance away from the finishing point, he started to move to pick up C. He dropped him at the finishing point exactly when A and B are about to reach that point. The speed of A, B and C was 5 km per hour and the speed of the motorist 25 km per hour. So what is the time taken by these three racers to complete the remaining distance? That means that 25 km. Now the thing is, right, what we are given here is the speed ratio, right, that they can travel at 5 km per hour, whereas the motorist can travel at 25 km per hour, which is 1:5. Right? If it is 1:5, just see the story, right? If you have done the story earlier, similar kind of story, it will be easier to, right, do this question, right? Otherwise it will become difficult. Okay, just see what happened to the first law. Okay, what he is doing, he is picking, let's say this is 25 km I am talking about. Okay, this is not the starting point, they are coming from behind and now they are here at point, let's say X. This Y is the finishing point, right? So the distance between X and Y is 25 kilometers, right? Now what motorist is doing, right? So from here, okay, let's take other color. Now from here he picked A, right? He picked A, went to some point, okay, here he dropped A, right? He came here, he dropped A and came back to pick the other ones, right? Where B and C, right, they have reached. Okay, so B and C, they have reached to this point. Okay, let's say this point is M. Okay, this point is M. Okay, now the thing is, I know the speed ratio. Speed ratio of this, their walking speed and speed of the motorist. Okay, that is 1:5. That means these people B and C, they must have covered 1 unit, let's say 1 unit, then this motorist must have covered 5 units. Okay, so the total distance covered by the motorist and these people should be 6 units. That means motorist will go 3 units on one side and come back 2 units, so that motorist is covering 3 units going and 2 units coming back, so 5 units, and these are covering 1 unit, so 1:5, right? So I got an idea that what is the ratio of the distance travel, that B and C, they will cover 1 unit and motorist will cover 3 units going, 2 units coming back, so 5 units, so 1:5, right? So he dropped A at that point. Okay, let's say this is N point, right, which is 3 units from the starting, okay, from X. Okay, now instead of that starting from where motorist has reached now, right, look at that point from where, right, from where A started walking, right? A started walking, right? Look at that scenario. Okay, let's think of that scenario. From here A started walking, right? So if A reached here and at the same moment when A started walking, motorist started going back, right? And then he picked up B and came back to this point. Okay, so here he dropped B where A was already there. So A and B, because they are all reaching at the same time, so A and B are here now. So A must have covered 1 unit, and again this motorist going back, he has covered 2 unit. Now coming, he has covered 3 unit from here to here, right? So again he has covered 2 plus 3, 5 unit, and he has covered 1 unit, 1 is to 5, right? Where we have already considered that this part, okay, let's take another color. Okay, so this part, instead of highlighting I will write it. Okay, this part is 2 unit, right? So here it is 1 unit. Okay, this 2 unit is okay. So 2 unit of this, now the second scenario is equal to 2 unit of the earlier scenario. So the units are same. Okay. Now the last scenario. Okay, one more scenario we will talk about. That now when where is C now, right? When your A and B are reaching here, right? Where should be C? Okay. So I will see, I will let it like this, that if the A and B are walking here, right, and this motorist go to certain point and come back with C, right, at the start ending point simultaneously, that means A and B must have covered 1 unit. He has gone back 2 unit and came back 3 unit, right? That means this 2 unit is now, if I take Mn, midpoint of Mn, that is P, let's say, or you can say this was 2 unit, right? So from here it is 1 unit, 1 unit. Now you can divide this entire scenario. Can't you divide it in 5 units? See, 1 unit from X to M, then M to P 1 unit, P to N 1 unit, N to, let's say this I am naming it as Q, N to Q also 1 unit, and Q to Y also 1 unit. Okay, because everything is satisfying. So whenever motorists go back and come with the fellow, that whoever he picks up, right, he will cover 2 unit going back and 3 unit coming back, coming to this, and in the same time 1 unit will be covered by the one who is walking, right? So because total 6 units should be there, 2 unit going back, 3 unit coming, right, 1 unit they will travel, so 3 unit on both sides. Okay. So that means if he says, right, that what is the time taken by these three racers to complete the remaining distance of the walker. Now you can say, right, the total distance traveled by, right, either you can go for that distance traveled by A, right, you can take that time, because A traveled 3 unit with motorist. So 3 unit is out of the total 5 unit, which is 25 kilometer in total, right? So 3 by 5 of 25, A traveled with motorist at the speed of 25, plus the remaining 2 units, 2 by 5 of the total, he traveled at the speed 5, right? So 25 cancelled, so this is 3 by 5, here 5 into 5, 5 cancelled, so 2. So it is 3 by 5 plus 2, which is 2 into 5, 10 plus 3, 13 by 5, right? Or you can write this in the mixed fraction also, that is 2, 3 by 5, right? You can write in the mixed fraction term 2, 3 by 5, which is C option, which is the correct answer. Right? Okay. So from any point, when motorist is traveling 5 unit, right, the walking person will travel 1 unit, right? That is the concept I am taking. 5:1 ratio. The distance traveled in the same time will be in the ratio of the speed. Okay, so 2, 3 by 5 would be the correct answer. Okay, this is the correct answer.